It's lens covered.
Please welcome Chris French.
Woo! And Miss Lynn.
Wow, I appreciate that. My God, you guys are excited tonight. It's kind of like my dog. My God. Whew. You know, I do love my last name. My last name, of course, as you all know, is French. When I was in the Navy, I had some buddies of mine give me the ultimate pickup line for my last name. Y'all want to hear it?
Yeah.
My last name is French. Let's see if I'm any good at it.
Woo!
You know, I was going to try it on one of the ladies here in the front row, but the only ladies that are here in the front row are my wife and my best friend from high school. They both heard it. They both slapped me. So, yeah, I'm actually a second time around man when it comes to marriage. I've been married twice. The second time I married, and since she's here, I have to say this. The second time I got married, I married out of love. First time I got married, I married out of fear. I married out of fear because I was afraid that I wasn't getting laid enough. Of course, marriage didn't change that either. Of course, you know, it's hard to change that when your ex-wife, or at the time my then-wife, complained to my mother that I wasn't any good at sex. I mean, good God. It was like, she calls me up, you need to learn how to fuck better. Now, you know, every guy wants to be good in bed. And I don't think there's a guy in here that would say, you know, I don't want to be good in bed, I want to just screw around and have her pleasure me. Yeah, get yourself in trouble, never get laid again, there you go. But how in the hell can you even perform when the only thing you can picture is your mother standing in the doorway saying, you need to clean your room, you need to take out the garbage, you need to fuck better. Good God, I couldn't even walk the dog, spank the monkey, or choke the chicken. She killed the whole petting farm for me. Speaking of sex, has anybody here ever tried the Trojan extended pleasure condoms? Anybody other than me? My wife will attest to this one too. We tried the Trojan extended pleasure condoms, and I'm going to tell you right now, they should call these things ended pleasure condoms, because as soon as she touched me with the damn thing, bam, I became an innie. This thing, I think, was laced with Novocaine or something. And you know, that wasn't the worst part about it. The worst part about it is I went numb. And I'm not just talking tingling sensation, I'm talking not fucking there anymore, numb. My dick was gone. I'm looking down, I'm panicking, and I'm like, oh my God, honey, I'm a eunuch, what the fuck? She's thinking it's the funniest thing she's ever seen. After a half an hour, the feeling finally comes back to my dick. She wipes the gel off. 20 minutes later, she looks at me and says, I don't think I got all the gel off. God, it was fun. I'll give you that, but oh well. So let me ask you guys a question. Well, actually, let me preface this with a little story first. A couple of weeks ago, my wife and I were on our way to Durand, Michigan for a comedy gig, and we decided to stop at a BK for lunch. And right next door to this BK was a little shop called the Lion's Den. Now, for those of you that don't know what the Lion's Den is, it's an intimate boutique. For those of you that have been drinking, it's a sex shop. Anyway, that's not the weird thing. I mean, a BK next to a Lion's Den, okay, you get hungry, you want a blowjob, there you go. Anyway, the weird part about it was, there was a school bus parked in the Lion's Den parking lot. What the fuck was this about? Was it a sex ed field trip or something? Okay, children, this is a sex ed field trip. Listen up, these are the rules. Number 1, be polite. Number 2, don't talk to anybody. Number 3, stay away from the dildos. And if you notice the bus driver smiling, don't ask why. God, I'll tell you, you know, you see some strange shit. And did you ever realize how many Lion's Dens there are on I-69? There's at least 3 that I know of. At least I'm getting some laughs. That's a good thing. All right, you know, you ever wonder why Jesus never had a brother? Do you ever blame Joseph for that? I mean, come on. How can you compare yourself to God? He left such an impression on women that thousands of years later, they're still calling his name during sex. I mean, geez, you know? Thank you, Ray. I got a friend of mine down here. He actually wrote that joke and asked me if I'd say it tonight, so I have to thank him for that. So thank you, Ray. All right. So, you know, after sex, there is an aftermath to sex, believe it or not. It's called children. Does anybody have one? No, get it away from me. Anyway, there is something that kids like, little toddlers especially, called PBS Kids Sprout. It's a channel that they have all these kids shows. And, you know, I used to get songs stuck in my head from time to time. You know, cool songs like Metallica, Queensryche, Scorpions, you know, good stuff. Now I'm getting the theme song from Thomas the Tank Engine stuck in my head. I'll be sitting at my desk at work and all of a sudden, da-da-da-da, the hell was that? Da-da, the fuck? You know what the worst part about it is? When I get that song stuck in my head during sex. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But my wife likes it though.
Hey.
Well, that's my time. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back. It's just a warning. See you later.
Yay!
Chris French, everybody, with the most disturbing thing I've seen all night. Oh, yay. That means it's true when everyone laughs.